Okay, today is a very special event for us. Not only that we are entering into industry-academia relationship on very strong footing to create the workforce of tomorrow or the leaders of tomorrow. In addition to that, it's a very special day for us as UMT has completed 31 years from a humble beginning to such a huge institute of learning and the art of learning and leadership, whereby we are producing future generation, for which I would like to congratulate our President, Mr. Ibrahim Hassan Murad, and Dr. Abid H.K. Sherwani Sahab, DG UMT. Today's session, I would like to thank you, Mr. Ibrahim Hassan Murad Sahab, for gracing the occasion with his presence. Dr. Mohammad Hassan Sahab, Director UMT, Abid H.K. Sherwani Sahab, Lieutenant General Javed Hassan Sahab, Mujahid Kamran Sahab, Brigadier Naveed Zaman Sahab, and Muzammil Saeed Sahab, who is Dean of the school, Mozam Sahab, Shahid Sahab, and other fellow members. And from our guest side, Mr. Mohsin Naqvi, we are grateful for all the generosity team has shown us in terms of helping us in generating workforce and leaders of tomorrow in the domain of media and communications, for which we are very grateful. Gaurav Ejaz Sahab, thank you for being here, and we have our Dean of School of Design and Textile here as well, and I'm sure we can collaborate again in the area of textile design, and because this is where Pakistan is also looking at generations and future resources. Salim Bukhari Sahab, we're very grateful that you came here, and inshallah we'll be signing a MOU with you, and Khurram Kaleem Sahab, Mia Tahir Sahab, Naveed Chaudhry Sahab, Ahmed Waleed Sahib, Sabihuddin Sahab, Farhan Raza, and Abdul Hamid Sahab, thank you all for being here and gracing this occasion with your kind presence. A quick word about this MOU. This MOU is about industry-academia relationship to create and generate workforce of tomorrow. इंडस्ट्री को अच्छे लीडर्स की ज़रूरत है, एकेडेमिया को इंडस्ट्री की एक्सपीरियंस की ज़रूरत है, तो वी आर कोलैबोरेटिंग टुगेदर टू अचीव द future leaders for Pakistan. Together, I'll run a small one-slider describing the scope of the MOU. Hassan, please, this MOU. The main collaborative points with industry, academia, and this MOU are, maybe my voice should go there. This is Corporate Industry Advisory Board, whereby we need industry and the corporations to come forward, talk to us, tell us about their experiences, how they are seeing the unfolding future. I'd like to invite Ibrahim Hassan Murad Sahab to come and say a few words.
Honorable guests of the day, Patron-in-Chief, All Pakistan Textile Mills Association and Chief Executive of Lake City Holdings, Mr. Gaurav Ejaz Sahab, thank you for honoring us with your presence today. Mr. Mohsin Naqvi, Chief Executive Officer of the City News Network, thank you very much for participating in today's MOU signing. Our honorable guest from the news network, City News Network, Mr. Salim Bukhari Sahab, thank you very much for coming, and all the team members from the channel, we are honored and privileged by your presence today. And my dear faculty, staff and students, thank you all very much for participating in today's ceremony. Industry-academia linkage is something which is very important, and it is something which is very close to my heart. The reason is that if Pakistan wants to succeed and if Pakistan wants to excel, then we need to have these two pivots of the economy working together. Whatever we produce is consumed by the industry. So we are not working in any silo. We are working in an economy, we are working in a country. And if we look at countries that have excelled, countries that have progressed, countries that are at the top of the world right now, they are there because they have the top universities. They are there because they had universities that excelled. and they are there because they had universities that had progressed. So in Pakistan, if we want to progress as a nation, even after 72 years, we have a lot of issues. We need to develop our human talent. We need to develop our people. We need to develop our youth. And we need to develop intellectually. We need to gain knowledge. And we need to then be leaders in the world. And we can only be leaders in the world if we have knowledge. We have Mr. Gaur Ejaz present today, who's been spearheading, I would say, Pakistan's textile sector. And he would agree that to gain global competitiveness, we need R&D, and we need the best products, and we need the best services. And to do that, we need to transition towards a knowledge economy, an economy which is driven by research and which creates products and services which are best in class, economies that have management practices that outcompete management practices of other nations. Only then we can obviously compete in this world and gain international recognition. So I am very happy today that today we are collaborating with the City News Network, with Mohsin Naqvi Saab, with the City 42 channel, and the channel 21, and there are also a lot of other channels that this group is running. And when I first met Mohsin Naqvi Saab, he seemed very and he was an unassuming character. But when I found out about him, I realized that he's a media genius, and he has his own stature in the field of media. And he is really, I would say, I meet a lot of people who are engaged in the media sector, but he is someone who is a journalist at heart. And this is something which I think is the secret of his success. And we have media students here today, and I would really want you to learn from this person here, because he has those characteristics and he has those qualities which can make you successful. So I would like all of you here to give a round of applause to his struggle and to his achievement. And another thing that I've noticed and I've learned from him in my engagements and in my interactions is that he works like a team player. So this is something which I think we all need to learn. If not all, then I think I need to learn that we need to be part of the team. So leaders are followers. In Pakistan, we have a concept of leadership in which leader is, seen as the almighty and someone who's up there. But from him, I have learned that leadership is basically service, and the concept of servant leadership is adopted very well. So I am very happy that we are doing this MOU today, and I hope that the channel and the School of Media and Communications, which was started in 1996, we started with a master's program in media, and we had a lot of greats in the field of media, like Wali Zahid. He started the department. Then we had Mujahid Mansoori Saab. Then we had Dr. Mughis. He was our dean, and we focused on getting the highest possible quality talent together, so we can create professionals that obviously excel in their careers and excel in their lives. And media is it is an industry, is a field which is obviously very close to all Pakistanis, because I think 70% of the time we are watching TV channels. They're watching news, we're watching entertainment. So these are, I think, ambassadors. Media personnel, I think, are ambassadors of Pakistan. And we need to create the best media professionals for this sector, so Pakistan can then obviously create a positive image. We can create a positive image of the country. So we will aim and strive with your collaboration to produce top quality graduates. And we will assist the channel in any way possible, whether it's knowledge sharing, whether it's research, whether it's capacity building, whether it's scholarships for your employees, whether it's anything. We can hold joint events, seminars. UMT is a hub of activities We hold about 340 events in a year. So we can collaborate in that area. And in the end, I would like to say that whatever we do, our aim and our goal should be service of the nation. So we shouldn't be self-centric. We should be nation-centric, and we should be people-centric. So I'm sure that this MOU will obviously, inshallah, create a positive impact in the field of media in Pakistan and also in the future of the country. Thank you very much.
I would like to invite Mr. Salim Bukhari Sahab to come and share your thoughts and how he foresees we can evolve this relationship into very pragmatic and bring it to fruition without any time delays. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. It's my unique privilege to be standing here among the people like Gauri Jas Sahab, Mujahid Kamran Sahab and the whole faculty. It's a real unique privilege for not only me, for my member of my team who have come here. Mr. President, you just said that he is an unassuming person. I wish I can explain to you how assuming he is. So he is a man, he's a moving spirit behind the whole group. I have a huge experience, 50 years in journalism, but this man has just proved that he is much more experienced and much more full of initiative. There's no doubt about it. He is not a team leader, he's a father, and he runs the institution like a family. This is not the occasion to explain you why I said this, but people generally know, all the staff knows, all the people who meet him, they know. He is the moving spirit, as I said, behind the whole thing. This day that we are signing this MOU has come after a hectic activity from both sides. We had visited this university before. The faculty has visited Citigroup also, and either side was impressed by each other. That's a very unique experience that I have in my life. People like the dean of the university and other colleagues who have visited there, they're very happy to see what we are doing and how we are doing it. I think this MOU will pave the way where the young students who are sitting on the right side, they will come and see themselves how important it is to have an environment where people can learn. I want to pay a compliment to you, Mr. President, that the university that I have visited last time, and we were taken around the university, I was very proud of being a Pakistani, that in Lahore there is such a university which can match and compete with the international institutions anywhere. And I'm sure that the stuff that you will produce in terms of professional media men, with our effort, with joint efforts, with your initiative, they are going to really serve this purpose for which we really long. Because to find people, they carry the degrees of mass communication and MA journalism, but when they land in the newspaper office, that is the first day that they know what journalism is, what practical journalism is all about. But this is going to provide us with already semi-trained or fully trained young people who will come and join us. The curriculum that we have seen and the items on the memorandum of understanding, they will certainly create a whole lot who can go to the newspaper office, television groups and elsewhere. I think I can say safely that if all goes as we have planned it, the graduates that you will be producing, they will be competent enough to go and join the international organizations. So I think I have said enough. Thank you so much. Thank you on behalf of myself, my team, obviously the boss is the guest, and the whole group of City 42.
Mr. Gauri Sahab, thank you very much for your sweet comments. Mr. Gorgeous, if you are there and you're not talking, then people may not feel very excited. So we request you to please come forward, share your thoughts, and let's see.
Please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's a pleasure that I'm here at the university today. I have known Ibrahim's father, and it was an honor to know him. Today I came and heard his son, who's the president of the university now, speaking his vision of how he wants to carry the university, how he feels about the students, and how he feels about creating value for what you're doing in your lives. I'm thoroughly impressed, and I can say in only those words his father would have been very proud of him. I would like to first start off by giving a standing ovation to his father. I would request all of you to stand. Ibrahim is a friend of my son Sultan, so like a son to me. And I will always wish him the best. I was speaking to Dr. Kamran, and I see a very established fraternity here. Ibrahim was also briefing me that, mashallah, you have 25,000 students in the university, and this mass media and journalism only has about 2,000 students in the school. I was just thinking, and I asked Mohsin Saab also a question because they had invited me for lunch. But there's no free lunch, so I have to speak. And Mohsin Saab said that he has about 1,800 employees today, and it's growing. MashaAllah, he's like a younger brother, and I've seen him grow in last 13 years. I met him, I saw the concept, I believed in it, and we have been there as his customer from that day when I met him. So this means 13 years of business relationship, and that's how much I believed in him. We had months and years when we had zero sales. Imagine. Lake City, if you would look at the ad even today, we don't offer products. It's a corporate ad. We always come up with a corporate ad. That corporate ad comes once a year, brought in. It's a concept, what we have done, what we have developed, where we are. That's it. You just give a general sense. It's a marketing. I would like to speak to you when you're marketing. And today when you talk about trade state law, I can bet on anything. You would come up with DHA and you would come up with the name Lake City. It's not possible you won't come up with the name of Lake City. Why? It was our belief that we need to brand. We are there every hour. 15th minute of the hour we are there, 30th minute of the hour we are there, 45th minute we are there, 60. Every hour we are there, 4 times in an hour with our new ad, which has to be attractive so it doesn't irritate people also. We don't want people to be irritated with our ads. And people started believing in this concept. We were the first believers. So we have the first mover advantage also. We get the best rates also. But the concept grew. His concept went from 042 to 041, Islamabad, from 041 to Rui, whole of South Punjab. Then he went and set up an international channel, UK 44, which is based out of UK in London and gives UK news of all Pakistanis there. He set up a national channel, Channel 24. Now, but it has taken him 13 years of a lifetime. So, from journalism to entrepreneurship, there's a huge cost of personal life, there's a huge cost of commitment, there is a huge cost of risk. He was risk-free. Salim Bukhari Sahib is risk-free. He is not. It's a fact. Same thing is when you are selecting this subject to study today, I'm sure you want to make it as a profession. And you will never be able to understand in books what actually life is all about. Mohsin Saab just gave a comment at lunch, and I will not bother with the GPs. This is for you to understand what he said. I repeat again, he said, I won't be bothered about the GPs. The best GPs are the worst journalists. The best GPs are the worst journalists. I want street smart. I want their eyes open. I want their minds open. These are the kind of people we are looking forward to have in the industry. So you need to be, if you're there, this is the demand of the industry which you're going to join. So you have to keep yourself open. The industry, in my belief, today is about having more than 100,000 jobs available today. And it's still growing. You have 60 channels, and I'm averaging that each channel has minimum 1,500 to 1,800 people. And it's still growing, so it's a growing industry. And huge potential, because from a reporter to a top anchor, can you imagine what is the pay package you can get home? I'll just share with you. A pay package from a basic journalist who just joins, maybe from 50,000 rupees to a top anchor is about 1 crore rupees a month. That's the kind of industry that it is. I'll just share, in my personal view. We watch Indian movies, all of us, I believe. So we normally watch Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khans. In Pakistan, we have Kamran Khans and Salim Bukharis. And this is the potential. You can be tomorrow's stars. But you really need to know what industry wants and what you should learn. So this course, which Ibrahim Murad, I'm really proud of him, which he has designed for you, which each one of you probably, I suggested each one of you should be attending at least 3 months. And if City 40 takes 60 students every quarter, that would mean that in 16 quarters you would have all your 2,000 students covered. And that is what is required, that City 42 cooperates with you, that each one of you gets an opportunity to go there, practically work for 3 months. As Lake City Holdings, I like to announce a scholarship for 100 students, fully paid. And I like Kamran Saab and Salim Bukhari Saab to be the trustees for that scholarship. That will start today, and anybody applying, this will be my trust, 2 members. We would start off right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jaz Gaur Sahab. Thank you very much for looking at the future generation and why to miss their potential if they have any for the want of money. So thank you very much for generosity, and we're grateful for your thoughts on, people generally know you from textiles, but the Lake City has brought a new feather in your cap, so mashallah, beautiful project. So thank you very much for your nice words, sir. Now we'll proceed for the MOU signing. And after MOU signing, there will be a group photo. I'll request you all to stay back. Let's sign the MOU, and then there's a group photo, and then we can roll. Thank you very much.
So